So TikTok is a very creative app.
Have you ever wondered how to become a TikTok star? For Charli D'Amelio, it all seemed to happen overnight.
And I was like, that's it, I'm famous. Don't talk to me.
If you're surprised by how famous she is, rest assured that she is too.
How could that ever be possible without TikTok?
Billie Eilish's hit song Ocean Eyes made her an overnight success, but Charli D'Amelio only needed a couple of hours to become a sensation on TikTok. Even though her account is always ahead of the curve now, she was actually the last of her friends to actually make a TikTok account.
I'm gonna download the app, like I can do it.
I got this.
Let's go.
According to Charli, her friend suggested that she download the app and start sharing videos. They were confident that her past experiences would make her a huge star. Everyone can show off their moves on TikTok, but Charli has been dancing since she was only 3 years old.
There's videos of me dancing, like before I could walk.
By the time she was 5, she was already taking part in dance competitions and claims that dancing feels totally natural to her. And she had a little bit of help on her way to fame from fellow TikTok user Move with Joy. Charli created a duet with Joy and posted the video to her account before hopping in the car with her mom to go to summer dance camp. At first, she was thrilled when she got 90 likes, but the numbers kept climbing. By the time her first dance class of the day started an hour and a half later, the video was up to 50,000 likes. Charli was stunned and knew right away that she was going to have to step up her game. Her Move with Joy duet was a great starting off point, but Charli felt pressure to keep improving.
I can't post what I normally post.
I can't post just anything.
Yeah, I need to
do something
time
special.
and effort into this.
She knew that if she wanted to keep her fans and gain new ones, she was going to have to create even better content. She was determined to impress her fans, and all of her hard work and attention to detail soon paid off when she got a message from BB Rexa. While Charli was over the moon about the message, her parents were less than convinced.
Right?
Yeah.
Like performance things.
I ran up and told my mom and dad, and they were like, that's not her.
But Charli was confident since the DM was sent from a verified account, and BB asked if she was available to come on tour with her. This was around Thanksgiving, and the bad news was that Charli's dad wasn't feeling well enough to travel. The good news was this meant Charli was free to see BB on stage in front of thousands of people. She claims that she was totally unprepared and would have worn something other than a crop top and jeans if she knew she was going to be performing at the Barclays Center in New York City. But all those years of dance lessons paid off, and Charli nailed it, taking the stage with BB and opening for the Jonas Brothers. So what are Charli's tips for becoming a major TikTok success? According to her, the biggest part of being a star is being her authentic self. She knows that her fans want to see the real Charli and won't settle for anything less.
You just have to be authentic.
It looks like she's always having a great time in her videos because she is. Many TikTok users are aware there is an algorithm at play behind the scenes that influences how widespread your videos are. The app favors users who regularly post content, so many people post multiple times a day, every day, just to keep their numbers up. But according to Charli, that's so not her style. If Charli doesn't feel like uploading a video, she simply won't do it. Since her emotions transfer through to her audience, she just can't dance if she's not feeling it. She's picky about what she posts and would rather post nothing than something that's not up to her standards. But that being said, there is one thing besides a positive attitude that she believes makes her videos so popular: her bathroom. Okay, that might sound a little bit strange, but according to Charli, her bathroom has the best lighting in her entire house. Whenever she and her friends get ready to groove, they often automatically head to the bathroom to take advantage of the top-notch lighting. Not only does Charli create a lot of content for TikTok, but she watches a lot of it too. It can be hard to get inspired enough to create your own videos, and Charli says the app helps her out a lot. There are always new challenges to take part in, and trends change all the time. She uses these for inspiration while putting her own signature spin on things. Charli D'Amelio definitely has no shortage of fans on her TikTok account, and her fame gave her the chance to perform with one of her idols.
A couple years ago, I decided that my dream is to dance with J-Lo.
Apparently, Charli is a massive fan of Jennifer Lopez and has been watching her dance for years. After mentioning this in multiple interviews and putting it on her vision board, her dream finally came true. Prior to Jennifer's Super Bowl performance with fellow pop superstar Shakira, she was getting fans excited by dancing with Charli. Despite all of the amazing things Charli has done since getting started on TikTok, this experience was definitely a highlight. She admits that when she first came face to face with her idol, she completely froze up and didn't know what to do.
I was just blank faced. I didn't know what to say.
Charli actually started to cry out of sheer sheer excitement and nervousness, but that didn't stop her from performing.
So it was really a dream come true.
At first, she was so anxious she forgot how to dance for a moment, but then her years of training kicked in and she got to dance with her idol. Unfortunately, not all aspects of Charli's fame have been positive. There have been some definite downsides to her success on TikTok, and she's been surprisingly open about her struggles.
I feel like it's very important to raise awareness about that because a lot of people don't like talking about the hate they get.
Pretty much everyone who's ever used social media has had to deal with online trolls at some point or another, and Charli is no exception. But she's also had to deal with bullies in her real life, and they're a lot harder to ignore. According to Charli, her classmates would film her walking to class and share the videos in private Snapchat stories and group chats. She's used to people criticizing her dancing and declaring her to be basic, but Charli says she's just trying to have fun. It's hard when people make fun of her about everything from the way she moves to how she looks. Even though this is all hard to deal with, Charli knows that she's more fortunate than a lot of people. Despite all the negative aspects of her fame, she's found a lot of success on TikTok and is determined to use her platform to help others. That's why she and her sister DAmelio partnered with UNICEF to talk about the issues of cyberbullying. Charli opened up in a video revealing that people have mocked her body, which affects her issues with body dysmorphia and her bad eating habits. She says she can easily accumulate hundreds of thousands of hateful comments per week, and it definitely has an effect on her.
It hurts for everyone, no matter who you are.
But not only is dancing her passion in life, it's also an important outlet that helps her work through her negative feelings. She wants those who are experiencing bullying to know that they're not alone.
It's okay to not be okay. Like, you just have to know that these people aren't worth your time.
Charli also stepped in to defend Maddie Monroe after fans complained about seeing her dancing while wearing a bikini. She also dealt with some seriously negative comments after sharing a TikTok of herself dancing on the beach to Sugar by Brockhampton. Fighting against trolls online is one thing, but did Charli get into a real-life altercation? A blurry video surfaced online which claimed to show Charli in a physical altercation with another person. The source claimed to show Charli getting into a fight back when she was attending a public school prior to her transfer to a private institution. Some people claim this fight caused Charli to get suspended and is the real reason she transferred. Others said that they went to school with Charli and accused her of being a controlling and unkind person in real life. Although anonymous internet commenters may have issues with Charli, she thankfully has an awesome support system at home. Her parents, Mark and Heidi, have always been supportive of her career despite originally being skeptical she was talking to the real BB.
Charli and Dixie are everything, and we just want to make sure they're protected.
Both of her parents and her sister Dixie are content creators as well and have signed on with the United Talent Agency to help manage their careers. The fact that her family has her back has allowed Charli to flourish in the often difficult world of social media. Having a professional talent agency can only help Charli's career since her family initially struggled to figure things out on their own. When Charli first started getting famous, she decided to have a meet and greet. This would give her the chance to meet some of her fans, but they were expected to pay a steep price for the privilege. Taking a selfie or TikTok with the star cost fans $100 a piece, and many of them were not happy about it. The crowd of 400 people earned Charli $7,000 at the end of the day, and many felt the money was undeserved. But according to Charli's mother, she based the price on similar meet and greets she had researched before the event. The backlash was so serious that Charli had to apologize to her fans and explain that after covering her own security costs, she donated all of the proceeds to charity. While some were unhappy about the price to meet Charli, many parents were happy to have the opportunity. According to Mark DAmelio, most of the adults he's met are glad that their kids see Charli as a good role model.
And I haven't stopped smiling since it started, so.
Mark and Heidi claim they always knew Charli was special, and now it seems like everyone else does too. So is Charli going to keep dancing despite all of the challenges she's faced? Absolutely, but fans can look forward to seeing a different side of her. According to Charli, she's a lot more than just a dancer, and she wants to show that to her audience. That's why she's been branching out instead of limiting herself to TikTok. Dancing is Charli's passion, but she wants her fans to know that she's more than an awesome set of moves.
We're doing this to have fun, and we shouldn't be doing it if no one's enjoying their lives.
She's also been collaborating more with her fellow stars and is a proud member of the Hype House. She's also close with Chase Hudson, and everyone wants to know if they're dating. According to Chase, Charli was the one who brought up making their relationship exclusive, but they're not rushing to put labels on their connection.
I'm taking it as slow as humanly possible.
It's clear that wherever the future takes Charli, she has no shortage of fans who want to watch her journey unfold.
There's so many opportunities that I've been given because of it.
As a kid, you probably dreamed of having a boy-girl sleepover, but you knew your parents would never allow it. Well, now a group of gorgeous teenagers are living the dream as they moved in together into the Hype House, a spectacular mansion in Los Angeles. Every day, TikTok users like DAmelio and Chase Hudson get together with other internet stars to create viral content. But if they break any of the house's rules, they could end up getting kicked out.
And now it's about just remembering that if we bring someone in with 20,000 followers that we know we're going to blow up to 1 million, they have to be loyal.
Constant content. If you didn't know the Hype House existed, don't worry. It's only been a thing since December 2019. TikTok superstar Chase Hudson and YouTuber Thomas Petru rented a house in LA where popular TikTokers could shoot videos together. But they don't do it just because it's fun, it's actually their most sacred rule. If you're part of the Hype House, you have to produce content. In fact, everyone has to make 3 TikTok videos a day. Thomas told the New York Times, "You can't come and stay with us for a week and not make any videos. It's not going to work. This whole house is designed for productivity. And at the end of the day, it's all about getting views and making bank." But just how much money can you make? Thomas told ET that you can make about $30,000 to $40,000 on a TikTok. Schedules managed. Can you imagine trying to come up with new choreography in a matter of hours? Well, how about coordinating all 20 members of the Hype House to shoot together? Yep, there are 20 people producing content every day in the house. Now, by the time you watch this video, the list of members of the Hype House might expand or shrink down if anyone gets kicked out. But for now, the official members are Charli D'Amelio and her sister Dixie, Daisy Keech, Alex Warren, Ryland Storms, Connor Yates, Nick Austin, Addison Rae, Chase Hudson, Cover Annan, Jack Wright and his brother James, Patrick Houston, Wyatt Xavier, Thomas Petru, Avani Gregg, Calvin Goldby, the Lopez brothers, and Lorray. But the only ones who actually live there full-time are Alex, Davey, Avani, and Thomas. The rest of the squad live elsewhere, but they stop by as often as possible. Being part of the team means that everyone has to make time to create content. And while the Hype House is following in the footsteps of David Dobrik's Vlad Squad and Jake Paul's Team 10, they don't have an official leader. No one's taking a cut out of anyone's paychecks. But 21-year-old Thomas Petru does keep the manager role in the house.
I'm very entrepreneurial, so I think of things that nobody else thinks of.
He's in charge of keeping track of everything, and that includes managing everyone's schedules and overseeing what everyone's working on. He also provides some constructive feedback when necessary, so it's his responsibility to keep everyone on task. He also handles any house-related issues and resolves any conflicts that might arise. Talent is scouted.
I feel like I just have a good ear and eye for this stuff. It's like, oh, we have X amount of dancers, we have X amount of boys that are good looking. We need someone who's talented in a different way as well.
Thomas certainly has his hands full overseeing everyone's schedules, but he's not the only one keeping the Hype House profitable. 17-year-old Chase Hudson, also known as Lil Huddy, is the group's unofficial talent scout. He's the one that got the house signed with WME, one of the biggest talent agencies in the world for music, modeling, and films. But with over 15 million followers on TikTok, Chase is definitely not a newbie at this. He knows that you need talent to stay in the game, which is why he constantly looks for new TikTokers to join the house. And he's got a great eye for finding influencers who have what it takes to become viral superstars. The formula is pretty straight. He told the New York Times, "You either have to be talented at something, or a weird funny mix, or extremely good looking. And if you have all 3, then you're a TikTok god," according to Alex. No parties. There are certain rules that everyone in the house has to follow without exception, and one of them includes not partying. The Hype House is a collective think tank of creativity whose sole purpose is to create new content. Now, this doesn't mean that these TikTok stars can't have fun. They just can't throw parties. Thomas told the New York Times, "If you want to party, there's hundreds of houses that throw parties in LA every weekend. We don't want to be that." But while they can't break or even bend the rules, not even once, the members living there aren't closed off to the outside world either. They're allowed to invite their friends over anytime they want, as long as they get approval from the other members beforehand. No moving in until you're legal. Chase was only 17 when he came up with the idea that brought the Hype House into existence, but he doesn't live there, and there's a reason for that. The house has a strict rule that the influencers who live there full-time have to be legally of age. It doesn't even matter if you're Queen of TikTok Charli D'Amelio, who's got a whopping 33 million followers in the platform. She's only 15, so she can't officially move in the house. That's why she divides her time between living with her parents in Connecticut and collaborating collaborating with the Hype House part-time. But even though anyone under 18 has to wait until they're old enough, they can still chill in the house and create cool new content. Newbies must vibe with everyone.
It is kind of hard, you know, like living with everybody. It is hard to like be serious at points.
Every new member at the Hype House has to vibe well with everyone else. It's one of the most important things to do if they want to stick around. So, according to Chase, potential new members can visit the Hype House and hang out for a while to see if they connect with the rest of the gang. Take Youre, the latest addition to the house. The social media star has over 7 million followers on TikTok and 4 million subscribers on YouTube. But before Chase and Thomas asked him to be part of the team, they spent a whole month getting to see if he vibed well with everyone.
It takes like a month or like a month and a half. We were hanging out with Larry before he had joined.
On January 30th, the Hype House welcomed him to the fam on Instagram. But of course, there are no guarantees that everyone will get along at all times. Thomas said, if someone slips up constantly, they'll not be a part of this team anymore. Collaboration encouraged. The Hype House brought together a bunch of insanely popular TikTokers with the intention of creating something huge. So the whole point of the house is to make videos that can go viral and reach new audiences. And a great way to do that is by doing collab videos with other online stars. But the Hype House was also designed to support new content creators who might not have as big of a fan base as Charlie, Chase, or Thomas to expand their reach. And while you're allowed to shoot solo TikTok videos, one of the house's rules is that you have to collab with other members. Unfortunately, having everyone in the house come together to create a single video isn't easy. But luckily for these online superstars, there's always someone around who's ready to collab. You break it, you buy it. The Hype House follows the same you break it, you buy it policy that some stores have. They don't have a big sign on the wall to remind everyone, but members are informed of the rules before they join the house. So if anyone breaks something that doesn't belong to them, they have 15 days to replace it. No exception. Just by entering the house, they agree to these strict set of rules. So members who are working, living, or hanging out in an area of the house with expensive stuff have to be mindful of their surroundings, or they're gonna pay a hefty price. Creators have to treat the house like a temple, and although accidents happen, members will still be held accountable for the damage done to furniture, appliances, windows, and gadgets. Minimal furniture. TikTok stars often film themselves performing some amazing stunts and choreographies, so being mindful of tables, decorative objects, and chairs can get tricky. Fortunately, Chase and Thomas made sure to pick the perfect house to film. Since the collab house is still in its infancy, the interior only has a few basic pieces of furniture. That is, if you consider 3 beanbag chairs furniture. The minimalist approach might seem a bit weird since 20 people live and work in this house every day, but the ample space makes it a whole lot easier to shoot videos indoors. It also means that there's a lot less risk of anyone breaking something like an expensive vase when they swing, jump, or do a backflip. Youthfulness required. Creators like Charlie, Chase, Thomas, Daisy, and the rest of the Hype House have a lot of influence over young kids. Teens can relate to what they're going through in life, the kind of music they listen to, and even how they dress. But young fans don't just trust their idols, they also want to follow in their footsteps. That's one of the reasons why Chase is always looking for young influencers that might be a great addition to the Hype House. While talking to the New York Times, he explained that to make it in the house, people need to have, quote, a lot of energy and personality, and honestly, be a little weird. The weird people get the furthest on the internet. We hope you're taking notes. Stay motivated. Being a member of the Hype House sounds like a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of responsibility. There's a ton of work and strict deadlines. Unfortunately, it's super easy to get distracted and waste time, but that won't fly at the Hype House. During an interview with ET, Addison Rae, who mainly posts lip-sync videos to her account, explained that to join the house and stay there, you have to work hard.
Stay motivated throughout it all and like not get distracted.
Let's face it, the thing that separates successful social media stars from those who fade out is sheer motivation. These TikTok superstars know they're one of the lucky few. So if they have to stay up till 2 a.m. to upload a video, they'll do it. Thomas even told the New York Times, there's probably 100 TikToks made here per day at minimum. Save the drama for your mama. Popularity contests, exclusive clicks, and trash talking are the main ingredients for a drama recipe. But these TikTok stars don't have time for that. They came to the Hype House to create content, not drama. That kind of negativity won't help anyone get ahead. It's why they try to avoid it at all costs. Creators are very careful about what they wear, how they behave, and who they collaborate with on a video. They even double check to make sure that what they say or do on camera won't be misinterpreted by their followers, which can easily lead to drama. And if a house member has a boyfriend or girlfriend, that member might choose to avoid filming with another guy or girl to avoid sparking any rumors that can bring drama. Find your light. TikTok stars know that lighting is very important for their videos because it allows the audience to see their videos the way they envisioned it. In fact, it's an unwritten rule that making videos in a bad light is a serious crime. Lighting sets the tone and can mean the difference between a flattering shot and a bad one. That's why Chase and Thomas chose this specific house in the first place. Not only is it nice on the inside, but it offers a lot of natural light coming through the living area's huge windows. There's also plenty of lighting in the spacious bathroom too, where members shoot some of their iconic bathroom TikToks. Bathroom stays locked. The stunning LA mansion has a bathroom that's the size of a tiny apartment, and it comes with a giant mirror too. So it's not surprising that this has become the most popular room in the house, and not for the reasons one would expect. It's the perfect place for members to do a little song and dance or some serious backflips. They also love getting together in groups to take selfies. But because the bathroom has turned into an unofficial studio, fellow member Nick Austin came up with a way to limit everyone's access by installing a lock with a code. He was able to ensure that no one would accidentally walk in and interrupt a video in progress. Share your talents. Embracing your own uniqueness at the Hype House is highly encouraged. Take Lookalike, for example. The popular creator has a super bubbly personality, not just on TikTok. He comes up with the funniest stuff on his YouTube channel, like teaching his grandma TikTok dances, or the time he transformed James Charles into him. Lookalike also has some amazing video editing skills and adds a lot of value to the Hype House. His videos have their own style, and they're different from what other house members are doing. According to Thomas, it was his unique distinctiveness and talent that made him such a nice addition to the group. The Hype House was loaded with creators who can sing, dance, or are just ridiculously good-looking, and Thomas believed it was time to have someone who was talented in a different way.
Do you ever TikTok? I do.
We all know it's only a matter of time before the Kardashian-Jenner kids become social media moguls just like their parents.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna do it. Night routine. Okay, first of all, brush teeth.
But in the meantime, there are some strict rules they have to follow if they want to log onto TikTok. Private account. If you've been looking for North West's TikTok account, we have some bad news for you. Her parents, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, have some strict rules their oldest daughter has to follow when playing online. She's allowed to have her very own TikTok account, but it has to stay private. Since North loves to show off on her mom's Instagram account, it's no surprise that she enjoys filming herself singing and dancing using TikTok. Kim confessed to Entertainment Tonight that she often takes part in these videos too, and that mother and daughter bond by taking presumably adorable TikToks of themselves. But for now, they all remain in North's drafts. Kim won't let her post them until she's older, although she teased that she may share a few on her own social media.
We have lots of TikToks. I might post one soon. I think you should post one.
Little North might be a precocious kid, but her parents don't think she's ready for the responsibility of managing her own online account quite yet. It's no secret that Kim has made a fortune by making aspects of her private life public, but now that she's a mom, she believes it's important to find balance.
I've been taking North to school every day. I just want to be there.
This rule helps her protect her kids while still staying on brand by sharing her family through her own accounts. Teach mom too. Like many kids his age, Mason Disick is obsessed with TikTok, and it's hard to blame him. Watching TikToks is one thing, but learning how to navigate the app on your own can be difficult for a young child. So when Mason started getting interested, his mom, Courtney, decided to find someone to teach him the ins and outs of the app. She got help from famous YouTuber David Dobrik to teach her son how to TikTok.
I'm here with Mason. I'm going to teach him how to TikTok.
Oh, and of course, Courtney had to be included in the video too. She just couldn't resist showing off her dance moves. David, Mason, and Courtney collaborated on a TikTok video where they danced to the song Lottery by K-Camp. Not only did Mason totally steal the show, but he kept up with the choreography even better than Courtney. How many kids are lucky enough to be introduced to the world of TikTok by a teacher like David? We hope this isn't the last time we get to see this mother and son show off their great dance moves, but we did get to see a video of Mason singing along and paying tribute to his aunt Kylie Jenner. He posted a video of himself lip-syncing her famous version of Rise and Shine, and this time he didn't have Courtney as a backup. Not old enough. For a little while, Mason Disick enjoyed having his own TikTok account until it was suddenly deleted. But maybe that's because 10-year-old Mason was actually breaking one of the app's own rules. While parents like Kim Kardashian may have the final say on when their kids can sign up, the terms of service puts restrictions on this too. We know that most people don't actually take the time to read the fine print when they sign up, so we'll summarize. If you're under the age of 18, you need to have permission from a parent or guardian to have an account. But technically, as long as you're under 13, you're not allowed to have a TikTok account, even if your parents say it's okay. This means Mason may have to wait years to have his own account again, and his cousin Northwest will end up waiting even longer. Time restraints. Courtney Kardashian might be the strictest parent in her family, but since her kids are getting older, she's started to relax a little bit.
I like those.
Oh yeah, why can't you eat those again?
Because they're not gluten-free.
Of course, she still won't let Mason, Penelope, and Rain put their food in the microwave, but they have more access to other technology than they used to. In a blog post, she revealed that she struggles to know what's best when it comes to her kids keeping up with the latest tech. Since her youngest child, Rain, turned 2, she started allowing them to play video games and watch TV, for a little while at least.
I've never seen you so excited about anything.
What? I am excited.
No, it's a very nice attitude you have.
According to Courtney, her kids can have a half hour of video game time during the week and a full hour on weekends. She used to allow the kids to use iPads at restaurants, but says they prevented the family from talking to each other. Now they're limited from using anything with screens while eating and within a few hours of bedtime. That means her children won't be posting any late night TikToks. They'll also have to work filming videos into their limited technology time. No TikToks at the dinner table. Kim and Kanye have rules for their kids when it comes to TikTok, but they follow them too. According to Kim, she used to struggle with being glued to her phone before she met her comparatively unplugged husband. The two were able to work out some compromises that made them both happy, and a big one is no using phones at meal times. Obviously, if mom and dad have to follow this rule, then the kids definitely do too. This means they won't see any TikToks filmed around the dinner table from this famous family. Like her sister Courtney, Kim wants meal times to be full of family bonding and not watching funny videos on their phones. Kim knows the importance of starting and maintaining a brand and how social media can help with that. But she's learned that boundaries are incredibly important, even when an app is as addicting as TikTok.
How much time do you spend per day on Instagram?
Not that much, like 30 minutes.
Even though she's an expert now, Kim didn't grow up using social media, and the idea of her kids being exposed to it at such a young age can be pretty scary. Forbidding TikTok at the dinner table is an easy way to keep their usage in check and score some great family bonding time. No scrolling in bed. Kim Kardashian likes to joke around with her daughter Northwest when they film TikToks, but technology is something she takes really seriously. In fact, this mom isn't afraid to do her research and has worked with a child psychologist from the Child Mind Institute in New York to help set some appropriate boundaries. Kim says that when she and her famous siblings were growing up, they were only allowed to be on the phone during designated hours. So she believes it makes sense to have dedicated cell phone hours for her kids to stick to, no matter how badly they might want to check out TikTok. One major no-no in her household is sleeping next to your phone. This means that all of the kids have to hand over their phones when they get ready to go to bed. This helps make sure everyone gets a good night's sleep instead of staying up late distracted by the glows of their screens. A lot of adults could probably benefit from this rule too. Phones stay in the kitchen. Kim's kids have designated hours they're allowed to use their phones for browsing TikTok and enjoying similar apps, and this mom isn't taking any chances when it comes to enforcing this particular rule. She has everyone give up their devices when it's time to turn in for the night and keeps them safely in the kitchen. This way, everyone avoids temptation to stay up late playing on their phones. It's also a lot easier to get out of bed when you're not tempted to lay there staring at a screen. So how do these Kardashian kids get their phones back in the morning? Kim takes care of handing them out after everyone has enjoyed a nice family breakfast together. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, Kim has it exactly right. As part of their guidelines for family screen time, they've recommended limiting media use for kids and making sure it doesn't interfere with their sleep schedule. They advise designated media-free time for families to spend time together and limiting phones to certain locations. It seems like Kim's instincts are spot on when it comes to this TikTok rule.
I'm pissed. Love you.
Mom gets to monitor. Right now, Kim's kids are a little bit too young to be that excited about social media.
North is into Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I want to meet him.
But she knows it's only a matter of time before that changes. Her oldest daughter, Northwest, is eager to spend time on TikTok, and someday she's going to want to take her private account public. We know, we're excited for that day too. But even when North is allowed to post online, she's going to have some pretty strict parental supervision. Kim's made a fortune online, but she knows all too well that posting isn't always fun. There is so much negativity online that can affect her even as an adult.
But it just really sucks when you're getting judged by the whole world.
When it comes to her kids, Kim wants to be there to help them navigate the tricky online world. This means that she's going to monitor their social media accounts to make sure they're staying safe and not becoming overwhelmed. Kim worries that someday her kids' desires for followers may cause them anxiety if their numbers don't seem to be rising high enough. Somehow, we doubt that'll be a problem, but if it is, Kim will be right there to help. No posting until you're of age. TikToks and other apps have age limits outlined in their terms of service, but some members of the Kardashian family are giving their kids a head start. Little True Thompson is way too young to use social media, but that doesn't mean her mom, Khloe Kardashian, isn't ready for when she's old enough. Just days after True was born, an Instagram account popped up with her name on it. Now, it's possible this is just a fan account and not really associated with True, but it could be the real thing. After all, it has 140,000 followers and not a single photo has been posted yet. If this is the real thing, then a lot of people are waiting to see what True is going to post the moment she's old enough. Kim allowing North West to maintain a private TikTok account is a similar parenting decision. It allows North to get used to using the app without actually letting her post online and worry about having to deal with negativity. Find the balance. This family knows better than most people what an advantage social media can be. Tons of people use TikTok just for fun, but even though it's pretty recent, there are many users who have already used it to become famous. Charli D'Amelio is still a teenager, but her meet and greets sell out thanks to her TikTok videos.
This was all I ever really wanted to experience, and it happened, and it was really crazy.
Even when she charges $100 for a photo. So obviously the Kardashian parents want their kids to be able to reap all of the benefits of going online while mitigating the potential downfalls. Kim admits that even though she's a social media maven now, she has no idea what it's like to grow up with it, like her kids will. She may enjoy helping North make fun TikTok videos, but she knows it'll only be a matter of time before she has to help her deal with online trolls. For Kim, the trick is to find the balance between the positive and negative aspects of the app. North and her other kids will have to know when to hit the submit button and when to walk away.
What is TikTok? For all the moms out there, what is TikTok?
Reese Witherspoon's not the only celebrity parent who's having a blast with her kids on TikTok. Fans love watching celebrity kids dancing and getting silly with their parents. Who knew an app could bring famous parents and their kids so close?
What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
I check on my kids.
Reese Witherspoon and Deacon. If you want to see the most adorable video of Reese and her son Deacon, you have to watch him teach her about TikTok. She is adorably clueless. After a series of mom dance moves, Deacon turns to the camera and says, she's got no problem with her mom dance moves. She even poked fun at herself later with a TikTok video of her busting a move on the set of The Morning Show with the caption, "Been mom dancing since 1999. Her song choice, Aretha Franklin's Respect, was totally perfect. Respect Reese. Those mom moves are almost as cool as the bend and snap from Legally Blonde. And not to worry everyone, Reese and her son finally found their groove in her latest TikTok where they are giving off some major Daft Punk vibes on the ski slopes. Sick moves, guys. Victoria and Romeo Beckham. What's the point of being the child of a celebrity if you can't use it to your benefit every now and then? That's exactly what Victoria and David Beckham's son Romeo did. He totally used his mom's popularity to get more followers on TikTok. According to an interview Victoria gave on Ellen, Romeo told his mom that he just joined TikTok and asked her to make a video with him. She said yes, and asked what they should dance to. He said he wanted to dance to the Spice Girls. Victoria said they made the video, and then he took her phone and posted it on her Instagram. He turned to his mom and said, "That will get my numbers up." Ellen was blown away that her son used her to get TikTok famous. The video shows that Victoria still remembers all the moves to spice up your life. She said it was a lot of fun, but Victoria confided in Ellen that Romeo definitely takes after his dad with his moves. According to Victoria, her husband David is at his best if he dances while sitting down.
What's one rule your kids consistently ignore?
Don't play football in the house.
Britney, Jamie Lynn Spears, and the kids get turned up. When you can't go to the club because you're home with the kids, why not bring the club to you? That's what Britney and Jamie Lynn Spears did. In this TikTok video, they turned their living room into a dance floor. The sisters danced with Jamie Lynn's little ones to Mr. Hotspot's song, My Friends. They made their own funky black and white music video starring the kids, and it's everything. Those earmuffs on Jamie Lynn's daughters are so cute. Everyone's having a blast. This looks like the best dance party ever. It's nice to see Britney and Jamie Lynn bonding and having some fun. And Britney seems like the coolest aunt. She probably lets them stay up past their bedtime and eat junk food when their mom's not around. After everything that Britney has been through, she deserves a little silly time with the family. And everyone loves watching Britney dance, even if it's just in her sister's living room wearing a flannel shirt. Courtney Cox and Coco. According to a post by Courtney Cox on Instagram, making TikTok videos with your kids might not be the best way to bond. She shared a choreographed video of her and her daughter Coco Arquette dancing together. Courtney captioned the video, "Want to see your child lose their patience? Do a TikTok with them." Then she hashtagged it family aerobics. Apparently, Coco got a little frustrated with her mom during the making of this video. But Courtney got a lot of love in the comment section from her celebrity friends. David Spade commented, "Solid ending." Allison Janney commented, "Yes please," and Selma Blair wrote that she was really impressed. She called the Friends star a superwoman. Her dance moves are definitely impressive, but check out that look of concentration on her face. You can tell she was trying to get the moves down right so she didn't disappoint her daughter. David Spade is right, that ending is solid. There's no stopping this mother-daughter dance duo. Iris Apatow and her parents. Judd Apatow and Leslie Mann just might have something to do with their daughter Iris's flair for drama. If you don't know what we're talking about, just visit Iris's TikTok page and everything will make more sense. And who can blame her? After all, her father is a major Hollywood director and her mother is a famous actress who stars in all her dad's movies. Iris and her sister Maud have even made appearances in a couple of her dad's movies like This Is 40, starring their mom and Paul Rudd. It only makes sense that she would convince her parents to lip sync to a scene from the movie which her dad directed for her TikTok fans.
Have you ever thought about killing me?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Sure.
How would you do it?
Wood chipper.
We don't want to give too much away, but they mouth the words to a hilarious scene from the movie in which they referred to a wood chipper. Iris's parents starred in another one of her TikTok videos where they all lip sync to a popular song. But Judd seems less than enthusiastic about this one. Laura Dern and her daughter. Sometimes celebrity parents can get in the way of their kids' TikTok videos. That's what happened to Laura Dern's daughter, Jaya. She was trying to do the popular dance routine to Doja Cat's Say So. Jaya must have been practicing those moves for a while, long enough for her mom to pick them up and dominate that choreography. Laura Dern totally upstaged her daughter in the video. When it starts, Jaya is all ready to show off her moves when suddenly her mom jumps into the frame and does a very dramatic interpretation of the dance. But the funniest part is at the end of the video when Laura jumps back out of frame and throws her daughter in. Let's just say Jaya didn't land like a cat. We are loving the fact that Jaya decided to post this video. She clearly has a good sense of humor about the whole thing. She posted the TikTok with the caption, "Mom Takeover," and then hashtagged it disaster. If you watch the video closely, you can see Jaya laughing as she moves aside during her mom's epic dance performance. Will Smith and Jayden. If you don't know already, Will Smith is crushing the game on TikTok. With 12.6 million followers, he is listed as one of the top celebrities on the platform. And his videos are super creative. If you don't believe us, just check out his very first TikTok video. In the video, VFX master and looping genius Caleb Natali pulls Will out of the screen of his phone and drops him in the room. Will looks a little stunned, then he says,
"I guess I'm on TikTok now."
If you weren't watching closely, you probably didn't even see Will's son Jayden's appearance in one of his dad's TikTok videos. Will posted a video with a caption saying that he had an idea for a TikTok but decided to scrap it last minute. In the video, Will balls up a piece of paper and throws it out the window while Missy Elliott's song Throw It Back plays. The paper ball goes through a bunch of TikTok videos, including a couple of dance videos and the kombucha girl. It knocks Marshmallow down, then it cuts to Jayden in the music video for his song Plastic. In the clip, it looks like Jayden bats the paper ball away. Seriously, we could watch Will's TikTok videos all day. Amy Schumer and her baby. If you need a dose of cuteness, Amy Schumer's got you covered. Amy is having too much fun with her baby on TikTok. The first video of her baby, Gene, is with him and his grandfather. It's the sweetest video. Gene's grandpa gives him a little kiss on the cheek. The next video is even better. Amy is greeting her baby in the morning. Little Gene is cooing with delight at seeing his mommy first thing in the morning.
What?
But the most adorably hilarious video is the one Amy posted of her baby dressed as an old man, complete with wig and glasses, holding a newspaper.
Excuse me, Gene, are you reading the newspaper?
His glasses slide down his face and Amy comments that he can't read without his glasses. Someone, we're assuming his dad, puts his glasses back on, but all baby Gene seems to be interested in is eating the newspaper. His dad had to pull the paper away from his mouth. You guys, TikTok nearly exploded from the cuteness. Mariah Carey and her kids. This may not be a surprise to you, but it sure was to Mariah Carey. She has been dubbed the Queen of Christmas on the Alexa app. Her kids know all about it, and they surprised her with it on a TikTok. Moroccan and Monroe had to prove to their mom that Alexa gave her the title Queen of Christmas. She didn't believe them at first, so they asked Alexa,
Alexa, play the Queen of Christmas.
Alexa started playing All I Want for Christmas. The kids cheered, danced around, and dumped paper snowflakes all over the room. They are so precious in their Christmas jammies. And the TikTok fun didn't stop there. Mariah posted a video of her and her crew dancing with her kids backstage. The kids are still in their pajamas, and they're bouncing around and throwing paper snowflakes in the air while the dancers and backup singers join in on the celebration. Everyone looks so happy. Jessica Alba and her daughter.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
With kids as gorgeous as hers, it's no wonder Jessica Alba shows them off on TikTok. And with a job as cool as Jessica's, it's no wonder her daughter, Honor, wanted to come visit her mom on set. Jessica posted a TikTok of her and her daughter dancing together with the caption, "Bring your daughter to work day." She hashtagged it with the title of her new buddy cop show, LA's Finest, and added the hashtag Undercover Vibes. That explains the fishnets and pink hair on Jessica. Her daughter is dressed more like the adult in this video. In another video, she captured her son, Hayes, exploring an island town to the tune Bam Bam by Sister Nancy. This kid is living his best life. Don't worry, Jessica didn't forget about Haven, her middle daughter. She posted a TikTok with her daughter front and center for the 223 dance challenge. They've got it down. You can also catch Haven giving her mother a makeover with makeup from Jessica's beauty collection. She did a good job. Maybe Jessica has a budding makeup artist on her hands. Jimmy Fallon and his daughter. Jimmy Fallon is also part of the TikTok verse. He showed off his incredible crane skills in this video where he was determined to get a stuffed cat for his daughter. He positions the crane perfectly over the cat and let his daughter push the button. The crane swooped up the leopard print kitty and Jimmy was thrilled. He gives the cat to his daughter, picks her up, and bounces up and down for joy. He joked that it was totally worth $300 and then said they gotta go home because it's not gonna get any better than that at family arcade night with the kids.
It's easy to make your life look glam for 15 seconds on TikTok.
Hey, what is this? Some kind of quiz or something?
But have you ever wondered what goes on behind the scenes?
Sebastian, ew! Was that your sweat?
There can be a big difference between what you see on the app and what's real.
I can't do it. I can't fake it. Just drop your leg.
Ariana Grande Lookalike. Paige Newman claims that for years, her friends told her that she looked like her pop idol, Ariana Grande. And with some strategic makeup and hairstyling, she really pulls the look off. She loves to post videos of herself acting out scenes from Victorious and Sam and Cat, and her fans love watching them. Eventually, even Ariana herself couldn't help but notice her doppelganger. She tweeted that it was so weird seeing someone who looks just like her in real life, combined with dialogue from Sam and Cat.
I mean, are you sure that you're not Ariana Grande?
Yeah.
You're positive?
Yes.
There's no doubt that Paige has totally mastered the Ariana aesthetic at this point. She has the winged eyeliner, the perfect point, and of course her signature ponytail. But have you ever seen Paige without makeup on? Or at least when she hasn't gone full Ariana? There's definitely some resemblance, but it's nowhere near as noticeable as it appears on TikTok. Paige doesn't just roll out of bed looking like Ariana. She clearly puts in a lot of effort to pull off this look. Sebastian Bales. Sebastian Bales loves making TikTok videos with Lauren Godwin, but he spends a ton of time getting his face camera ready. He's a full-time TikTok star, and the funds he earns pays for his Hollywood apartment. Lauren says they're the two most cringiest people on the app, and they've both totally embraced the label.
Sebastian, no, ew!
It's just a lollipop. Chill.
But have you ever seen Sebastian when he isn't showing off his unique TikTok style? He looks like a totally different person. According to Sebastian, just the thought of making a video without makeup on gives him an anxiety attack. He's always loved self-tanning, but decided to go all out for the camera and even splurge on some lip fillers. Each day he spends 2 hours doing his makeup, carefully contouring his face and drawing on those thick eyebrows. And that's on top of the 4 to 8 hours a day he spends making videos. Whoever said being a TikTok star is easy? Beast Eater. This is Stephanie Margarucci, but you probably know her as Beast Eater on TikTok. Let's just say she's not someone who shies away from bold and bright colors. She's mastered the art of Instagram makeup and embodies a Kylie Jenner kind of aesthetic, at least when she's on TikTok. This star maintains a certain celeb caliber look on TikTok and Instagram, and has even been seen resembling Billie Eilish. But if you check her out on YouTube, you can see her looking much more natural and just as gorgeous. Without the crazy contouring, overzealous eye makeup, and assortment of wigs, Beast Eater looks totally unrecognizable. Charli D'Amelio. Have you ever wondered why TikTok star Charli D'Amelio is so popular? It turns out she doesn't know why either. She sees herself as a regular teenager who just loves to dance.
So it was like one big dance dream, all coming true at once.
But she has over 21.8 million followers on TikTok, so clearly she must be doing something right. Being a star might look like fun, and Charli is all smiles in her videos, but behind the scenes, it's a totally different story. This star admits that while she loves her fans, the amount of negativity she's subjected to is totally overwhelming. Not only does she have to deal with online trolls, but real-life bullies are a problem too. Charli says people at school will take videos of her going about her day and share them in private Snapchat stories and group chats. Even though her real life is different from what you see on TikTok, Charli isn't gonna let the haters stop her from making videos. Tattoo hack. There are tons of TikTok users out there who are too young to get tattoos, but that hasn't stopped them from trying. For a while, tons of users were showing off their new tats. But these aren't the permanent kind. They might look real, but they were applied with simple household items instead of being done in a tattoo parlor.
And I've done this before, and it actually stayed on for a really, really long time.
The process of applying one of these is surprisingly simple. Just print out a design of your choice and coat it with either perfume, body spray, or hairspray. Soak the stencil in water, apply another layer of your chosen spray, and then apply to the skin. Unlike a lot of TikTok tricks, this one actually works. But even though the results are realistic, they aren't the same as a genuine tattoo. Starbucks hack. Tons of people love grabbing a cup of Starbucks coffee, but you have to admit their prices are pretty high. That's why so many TikTok users claim that they know the perfect trick to getting your order on the cheap. One method involves ordering a venti iced drink without ice and asking for 3 tall cups with ice. Then just pour the drink into the cups to get 3 tall drinks for the price of 1 venti. You can do the same method with a tall drink with no ice and a venti cup with ice.
Oh, no.
While this technically works out for the customers, it turns out that Starbucks baristas aren't the biggest fans. Many don't appreciate the store losing money and the extra work required to pull this off. Even worse is the alleged TikTok drink, a supposedly secret menu item. Many people believe it's a venti strawberry acai refresher, 3 scoops of strawberries, 3 scoops of blackberries, and a matching size scoop of ice. The problem is that not all baristas know about it, and most people trying to order it aren't sure of the ingredients, which causes a ton of confusion. Plus, many of the people who've tasted it say it doesn't even taste great when made correctly. Pimple removal. Nobody likes having to deal with pimples, so it's not surprising there are so many beauty hacks out there promising to get rid of them. But could these methods actually be making your acne worse? The Beauty Hacks TikTok page recommends mixing up a combination of aloe vera and toothpaste and applying it to the affected area. Sounds easy enough, but be careful before you go this route. Toothpaste does contain some ingredients that will dry out zits like menthol, baking soda, and hydrogen peroxide, but according to dermatologist Dr. Rebecca Baxt, toothpaste can cause serious irritation, leading to redness and peeling. Pimples can come and go on their own, but adding toothpaste to the process definitely doesn't improve things. Instead of grabbing a tube, just pick up some over-the-counter benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid product designed specifically for pimples. Tennisball trick. Some TikTok users claim that unlocking a car door can be done using a simple green tennis ball. According to Snopes, this method has floated around on social media for some time, but only recently made it to TikTok. First, you'll need to make a hole in the tennis ball, and then hold the punctured area over the keyhole in your car door. Then just smash the tennis ball as hard as you can, and the door will pop right open. Or will it? Save yourself a lot of time and aggravation by watching the Mythbusters try this out. Long story short, it doesn't work. The team even sealed off the car lock and applied 100 psi of air pressure with no success. If unlocking a car was really that easy, crazy, there'd probably be a lot more car thefts going on. Don't try at home. There are plenty of viral trends out there that don't work well in real life, but the outlet challenge can be downright dangerous. This challenge got big on TikTok, but there's a reason fire departments are speaking out against it.
It doesn't take much to be fatally electrocuted, just by an outlet in a wall socket.
This trend involves partially inserting a plug into an electrical outlet and then sliding a penny down the wall onto the exposed prongs. 4 teenagers at 2 separate Massachusetts high schools have been charged for doing this and damaging the electrical systems at their schools. Fire departments all over the country are issuing warnings that this could cause serious property damage as well as physical harm. Louisville Fire Department Major Bobby Cooper says participants could be held criminally liable for their actions. Weighted blanket challenge. Here's another TikTok challenge that you don't want to try at home. Weighted blankets can be incorporated into sensory integration therapy by occupational therapists, but many people have them at home. They can help alleviate sensory processing disorders, and some people believe they help with anxiety and depression. But the trick is you have to use them correctly, or they can actually cause injuries. It's not difficult to use a blanket, but on TikTok, users are throwing them up in the air and catching them on their heads. Yeah, it's as bad of an idea as it sounds, because even though they may not feel that heavy in your hands, it's a different story when it hits your head.
We're gonna try, see what.
It's an especially bad idea to do this near stairs. Piercing roulette. Piercings can be safe when done properly, but they can be risky, and deciding to get one is a big decision, usually. The piercing challenge on TikTok is a way for indecisive people to choose which piercing to get by letting an app do all the work. The idea is to use the app and then get the piercing. But of course, it often goes horribly wrong, especially when people try to pierce themselves. Some people have had allergic reactions even after going to a professional, and who knows how many people came to regret their piercings. Lip glue. Everyone wants luscious lips, but what if you can't afford a new Kylie Jenner lip kit? Well, the good news is that TikTok has just the trend for you. The bad news is that it's an absolutely terrible idea. It involves people gluing their upper lips in order to make them look bigger. According to dermatologist Sherry Marchbine, the ingredients in glue aren't designed for your face, which means they can irritate your skin. And you might need to use acetone to remove the glue and unstick your lip, which will only do further damage. Hair toothpaste. Bleaching your hair with toothpaste may seem too good to be true, and that's because it is. Even though people on TikTok talk up this trick, it doesn't really work. Toothpaste can help remove dye from your skin due to its gritty texture, but it's not going to make your hair platinum blonde. Soy sauce. TikTok user Crying in the Car isn't afraid to ask the hard questions, like, can men taste food with something other than their tongues? In her defense, the question was based on a Daily Mail article which claimed testicles have taste buds. Naturally, in the interest of science, many men stepped up to the challenge using soy sauce as their subject of choice. Even though some claim to be able to taste it this way, nutrition scientist Emma Beckett says it's impossible. This part of the body does have taste receptors, but they don't work like taste buds in your mouth. Scientists aren't sure what they're for, but dunking them in condiments is definitely not necessary. Eye color change. TikTok user Malia Brew shared a video of herself supposedly changing her eye color from brown to blue using the S5 filter. But it turns out all that does is add a blue tinge to videos, and apparently it can blind users with a flash. Then there's Greg Lammers, who put caustic chemicals like bleach in a bag and pretended to use them to change his eye colors. Later, he revealed that he faked the whole thing. If you want a different hue, try getting colored contacts and stay away from the chemicals. What do you think about the way TikTok can distort reality? Do you think these helpful hacks can be harmful? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section, and then click on the subscribe button for more videos from us here at The Taco. Bye for now.